Hello, greetings. So I have to make this explain further. I read here the justice of God in Bathsheba and Bathsheba's case and Uriah's case, or Uriah's case. So it's kind of shaken me up that this is the justice of God for the kings and for the common people. If some common person had done this, right? Rape, adultery, murder. What would be their punishment? So, because David was a king, he was, it seems here, it says, and Britannica explains. Now, I'm on Britannica, I've taken a shortcut because of my condition, and I don't want to read the whole story in detail in the Bible, just the main thing, gist of it. Right? That's why I've taken Britannica. I'm the kind of person who doesn't make excuses for one's religion, dogmatic, blindly following and making excuses. One mistake I caught Prophet Muhammad and the Shias, my religious scholars and all, in the Surah Azab, that he's unintentionally made a mistake. And why didn't you tell us? One mistake in Surah Azab I caught Prophet Muhammad. No excuses. I have been trying to help the Shias come out of it. And so I don't go blindly, about my religion. However, as a Shia, I have a lot. Imam Hussain sacrificed in Karbala, then his beloved sister Zainab, and his son Imam Sajjad, and all this, and carrying on with our Imams. So in every age, whereas Jesus Christ has, promised to come but didn't come. Some say in the Bible when he promised, but the time is over. He didn't come back. So another point is that I don't, I went there again, like I felt, I want to keep learning and all this. Maybe even though, I said something to Sam Shaman about being soft. In that too, he's been a bully to another lady who had come before that on his live stream. So later on, I put a comment there like, you are rude, you are a bully. Okay, I forgot all that, and I went with a clean heart to learn. And so is it fair for Sam Shaman to call me fake? First he says fake ex-Christian and all this. I'm not trying to flare you up against him. Lapse of justice like God here does, and people go on. It's so surprising. It's really shocking. It's taken me out of, this reading this. If people can do this, this is the justice of God here. But their first child died. So King David's and Bathsheba, David married the widowed Bathsheba, but their first child died as a punishment from God for David's adultery and murder of Uriah. If this God was all powerful, why would he allow David to do all this? Kill. And then for murder, and David has wives before also. So, David has so many wives. Who cares if one child dies? My mother's 2 children died in infancy. And then God gave them another son. And Bathsheba was spoiled now with all that money and all. You see what money does? Power. She was made the queen. But still, things go wrong. Again, later Bathsheba gave birth to Solomon, And then for Solomon to ascend to the throne, she conspires with this prophet Nathan to to stop Adonijah's succession to the throne. She conspires, and she's forgotten that her husband was killed by this king because, maybe King David gave her so much. He's already spoiled uh, this one, right? Queen Bathsheba. See, Queen Mother. She occupied an influential position as the Queen Mother. God didn't stop that. What kind of, please ask yourselves, what kind of justice of God is this? Shouldn't it be all round, cover everything, stop everyone, stop Bathsheba from all this conspiracy, being in an influential position, although she was raped and perhaps she was raped by David. It seemed like it here when we read that he called her and he was a king, so there must be duress. She must be scared. And then he also got her husband killed. Seems like rape to me. But later on it seems that Bathsheba had no other choice but to enjoy this influential position as the Queen Mother. So no, my religion, Shia Islam, as I knew it, didn't allow these things. God told Abraham, my covenant does not reach the Zalimun, the cruel people, the wicked people, like these adulterers and murderers. And we let them go. So we let Sam Shaman go, and we give ourselves the excuse. A person has come there learning, wanting to learn, put everything aside at that time. Because you see, you can see from the live chat comments of mine, I even asked this person not to be rude with about Sam Shaman and his baldness. And, he said wicked or something. So Adam is going on without any, they don't care. I don't see any, what are they doing? They're just trying to bash Islam, right? And when Sam Shaman came, Muslims, and please don't think that I need help from Indians, not in this way that I flare Indian Hindus against Christian Hindus, or Sam Shaman or Adam. Yeah, I did go to Sahil Bai's this thing. I was very angry, and I said that why is he enjoying all this? I was angry at first place, like this guy's a Punjabi. I don't know if I can trust him or not. He's Pakistani or where from. So, but this time I said that on the Sahil channel that, he's very spoiled. He goes there and he keeps going on and on. And maybe, okay, I crossed the line for saying this. I wouldn't be bothered really what they do. But isn't it unfair? Like, shouldn't you have some dignity, some self-esteem? Use your channel for the things and for your things. Like he said, go and do your thing in your live stream. Adam now said this to me on his live stream when I tested him. So a fake person. Am I a fake person? Am I, Zahra, a fake person? So without correcting Sam Shaman, they're going on like hungry people, greedy people, bashing Islam. I think it's just then their intentions are just bashing. And they don't want to help out or for humanity's sake. Like Sam Shaman accused me falsely, and Adam doesn't have the balls to stop him, to shut him up. Didn't have it. Even now he's going on shamelessly bashing Islam and doesn't see the wrong in his own religion. So back to him, Jesus Christ said, "What is wrong with you? You hypocrites, you don't see the log in your own eyes, and you say that, oh brother, please let me take the saying, right, speck in from your eye." So God knows how that was put there. And what do the Christians do to reconcile with this? My religion did not teach me that God is like this. For the kings, they can get away with adultery and murder very easily, no punishment. But that God intervened later on now, when they had a son or a child, and he took away that child. Ooh, really, is that, please ask yourselves, what is this? The ground is like I'm out of balance here. So people make excuses. Just what is this in this religion? That people are, I'm so dumbfounded. Okay, and so another point, like David here, we are told in Britannica, he repented. So he repented, and now poor Bathsheba, she's turned into a wicked woman who wants her son, greedy queen, who wants her son to take the throne. So this repentance of David seems very superficially put there in the Bible. So are we making excuses for our religion? Because you see, religion is something which gives you security. And you can even exploit it and use it for your convenience. You can exploit this religion, Christianity. But we were told that we cannot, you see, people go to enjoy, to find happiness, to laugh and dance. But no one goes for 2 months and 9 days or some 11, 10 days, 9 days, I think. 2 months and 9 days mourning for no one, right? From 1400 years now, for Imam Hussein, and then the aftermath of Karbala. So people want happiness, and they're using their religion, bashing Islam, hiding their own sins and all. And what repented for? David repented of his sins, and Bathsheba later. So now Bathsheba later gave birth to Solomon. Now, what a repentance it is, right? Doesn't look like it's a sincere repentance. Because now Bathsheba wants this son to get the throne and block. She even conspired with this prophet Nathan. What kind of a prophet is he? Gives in to Bathsheba because she's the queen mother. So a queen mother, she occupied an influential position as a queen mother. God, please try to get this. God cannot protect his prophets from all these conspiracies, treachery. We were told Umayyad time, Prophet Muhammad's time, pagan Arabs, conspiracy, treachery, this, that. God saved Prophet Muhammad, sent Imam Ali, one man, like Hercules, strength of so much. So that, the people would be saved from these influences, position, power, in power and all that. So wasn't Shia Islam better than all this? So these Christians, I don't think they're there, and I don't think they should show us the way to the truth, because this is just out of. If you have known Shia Islam and the justice of God, this doesn't even come close to that in any way. So, no. And what is their motive in bashing Islam there? I don't think they're wanting to give you the truth about Islam in a sincere way at all. I think it is a conspiracy. It's just they want to get out their anger or some motive they have. Otherwise, Adam Seeker would have had the balls to stop Sam Shamoun, but he didn't, and he doesn't. Even now, I've checked. So, it's treacherous. I totally, suspect. I know their intentions are something else. They're showing something else. They're telling us that they want to give us the truth. For the truth, you have to correct the person, even if he is above you, even if he's your teacher above you. Falsely accusing people for being fake. For me, you know what Sam Shamoun said about me? This is just not. Injustice can happen, and how? Oh my God, I don't want to even think about it. In the Western world, amongst the Christians, they cannot do justice. Lapse of justice here on YouTube. How can you people do justice? You claim to be the upholders of truth. You don't know what is truth and how far truth goes and what truth covers. Justice for everyone. Falsely accusing people and allowing them. Bashing Islam just like that. And I don't want Indian Hindus help like that. That they come and help me and they follow me. No, I don't want this kind of a help. हुसैन अकेला है जहाँ में दिल बर ज़हरा Hussein akela hai, alone, one man. I don't need I have a background, a very strong background. Imam Hussein's, being Imam Hussein, we never flattered people. We never got swayed and impressed or bribery or, for the fame and name and just you are big alams. We used to keep quiet. When my friend would tell me about my Shia Islam, I used to keep quiet unless we'd have full knowledge. We can't say. So the friend took an opportunity at that time, the Sunni friend or Muslim friend, non-Shia friend, to question me. And I used to keep quiet because I knew that Imam Hussein, there was no one like Imam Hussein. Imam Hussein, Bibi Zainab in front of like what our Shia account says, source says, Yazid, he took away his, butchered her son, her two children were butchered in Karbala and all this. So, we don't. I've learned this much at least from my religion. May I come truthful, like, truth and justice and all this. It is someone who has to be tested for piety, can't speak a word of, bad word. Totally. And what it covers, how far with every single person. You cannot hurt even the feelings of another person like that. Shia justice, the justice in Shia Islam, and the truth, what it covers and how far it goes, and to whom it goes to. Like even if the king is there and you're afraid of the king, you know the king is wrong and this poor person is right, you should at least speak up for that poor, stand up for that poor person who is right, notwithstanding your life. This is justice. And these people are getting sweet and this and that. So this is all superficial nonsense, lies. The devil is up to his work on YouTube, through these Christians even. And there's such a lapse of justice, really. I'm so, and claim, sorry, okay, I have to go now.